Hi, I'm Paul and this is John from Wex Photographic.
And in this video we're going to be talking about tripods, and in my section I'll be talking through some of the key things to look for.
Later on I'm going to be going out in the field with some of the more popular models to see what they've got to offer.
Tripods are an often overlooked accessory. Either people don't buy them at all, or they'll grab a cheap option with the camera because it seems like the right thing to do, but then they won't use it because they didn't get the right tripod for their specific needs. Now, you'll be forgiven for thinking that all tripods are the same, as the differences between them can be quite subtle. The relative design of tripods has been quite unchanged since they were invented back in the 19th century. 3 legs and a central column maketh the tripod, but they come in a wide variety of sizes, and there are some key things to look out for when you're considering buying one. Firstly, what do you take pictures of? If you're into street photography and outdoor portraiture, tripods may not be for you, but they do come in handy for a wide variety of other areas. Everything from landscape photography to studio portraiture and macro shots can really benefit from a stable set of legs. So let's break down the key features. The first considerations are size, build quality and weight. Tripods are typically made from aluminium, steel or carbon fibre, and the materials used will have a bearing on things like portability and cost. Typically cheaper tripods are made from aluminium, which can be lightweight but they're not particularly strong, while some other affordable options can be made of steel, which is heavier and they will take more of a bashing. However, if you want a good balance between durability and weight, then it may be worth investing in a carbon fibre tripod. The Manfrotto B3 Carbon and the Gitzo GT3532 LS Series 3 6X systematic tripod are good examples of what we're talking about here. They're relatively compact, lightweight and tough thanks to their carbon fibre legs, but they do come at a premium. Tripods often have 3 to 4 telescopic leg sections that can be independently adjusted to extend the height of the tripod. But some companies use a larger number of sections to make a more compact tripod, but this can compromise on stability. There's a range of leg locking systems used by manufacturers, but the most common are twist and clip lever systems. These systems make setting up your tripod much quicker. However, there are benefits and negatives with both. Some people argue that clips often found on Manfrotto, Vanguard and Velbon gear are quicker to operate, while Benner and Gitzo tripods favour the twist system, which can be more durable over repeated use and less likely to break in cold weather. However, unlike the clip-style leg locks, the twisting system can be filled with dirt and sand when working out in the field or in beach environments. Cleaning your tripod with fresh water at the end of the day is recommended whichever leg lock system you go for. Most tripods have an extendable central column that can be used to give you an extra bit of height, although using this section will cost you a little in terms of camera stability. For that reason, some central columns also include hooks in the base for you to attach bags or weights, making the setup a little bit more sturdy. Some central columns also have the ability to be positioned horizontally or flipped 180 degrees. These can be known as trick columns, used for composing shots at alternative angles. This additional functionality will make it easier to shoot at extreme low angles and for positioning the camera to face directly up or down without the use of a specialised tripod head. Tripods feature rubber feet, some of which can be removed or retracted to reveal spikes. These come in real handy when shooting on uneven or soft ground surfaces. Versatile feet are a really good thing to look for if you want a tripod that's usable in a wide variety of circumstances.
Hi, I'm Paul, and following on from John's advice, I'm here to hopefully help you narrow the field and choose the best tripod for your particular needs by demonstrating some key models. Now, the most important thing for me a tripod should do is give you good support to the necessary level for your equipment. And I firmly believe that a well-suited tripod works with you and doesn't get in your way, but helps you get the shots you want. Now, customers will often come to me stating the options are just too myriad and can be really confusing. Fundamentally, all tripod designers are making decisions and compromises to balance size, weight and stability, along with the all-important cost. So no one tripod works for everyone. My main priorities when helping customers choose a suitable tripod are threefold, so I'm going to focus on the 3 main questions that I tend to ask customers when they come to me. What is the heaviest gear that you're going to be mounting on the equipment? What will you be photographing? And how will you be travelling with it? Now, all 3 of these questions really need to be considered in tandem. The weight of your gear is very important because you need to ensure the tripod you buy is going to be up to the job and actually be stable. I tend to recommend slightly over-egging the weight capacity for whatever you choose to ensure you future-proof yourself for any future gear purchases you may make and you're not nearing the limits of the weight capacity, as constant strain at the limit can cause premature wear on components like leg locks or head adjustment controls. For very heavy equipment, 300mm and up, the obvious choice is often one of the Gitzo systems like this GT3542LS we've got here, if your budget can stretch to it. This simple, open design allows for maximum stability and the quick ability to drop to a very low level. The tripod is rated to take 25 kilos, which is way over most people's requirements, but should last a lifetime and take most gear very happily. Looking at my second point of considering what types of subjects you're going to be shooting, this style of tripod is ideal paired with something like this Benro GH2 gimbal head for use with pro DSLRs and long lenses tracking moving sports or wildlife subjects. Now the obvious downside to this tripod, after the cost of course, is the size and the weight. Folded, it's still over 2 foot long and close to 2 kilos, even with the carbon fibre construction, which incidentally is used primarily for its stiffness and therefore better vibration damping than aluminium, rather than just the weight saving that's often mentioned. If you're not working in such a specialised field, or you're using the heaviest equipment available, then standard designs with a centre column, such as the Vanguard Alta Pro, can do a fine job. You actually have great flexibility in that trick centre column, allowing you not only to get down low, but also put your camera into awkward positions, such as for field macro photography. Again, looking at what you like to shoot will also dictate what type of head you prefer. Quick changes of location, or movement from one subject to another with quick repositioning, lend themselves to a ball head, whereas more measured and slow approaches such as landscape photography would suggest a three-way pan and tilt head or even a geared head to provide ultra-precise framing at a slightly slower working pace. Now most legs and heads are available for sale separately, but many manufacturers will offer bundled kits with the same legs and differing heads, or slightly beefier or skinnier variants of the legs to suit your particular needs, and these kits can often work out quite a bit cheaper. Now if you're using very lightweight gear, or looking at my third question thinking, yep, I'm going to need to travel with the tripod, or I'm going to need to walk great distance with it, several miles, or carry it through a city or a densely populated area, then chances are the relatively new idea of back-folding tripods, such as the little Manfrotto B3 we've got on show here, can really suit. Often these designs use a back-folding idea to encompass the head, so you get the tripod down to as little as 40 centimetres when folded, and they'll often use 4 or even 5 leg sections. While this style of tripod is often available in aluminium to keep the cost down, if you're planning to use them at full height with those skinnier leg sections extended, especially outdoors where wind can play a big part in the stability of the tripod, then I tend to recommend looking at the carbon fibre models if your budget can stretch to it, because of that extra stiffness that they provide. Now, for compact system camera or advanced compact camera users, if you're out shooting in an urban environment, often these are all the tripod you need, and at their shortest length they can actually give very stable results even with heavier gear, as long as the head is up to the job. Now if you start going lighter still, if you're just using a CSC, say with a lightweight prime, or a compact camera, then the most portable option of all is a mini table tripod, like the GorillaPod SLR Zoom we've got here. Just having the ability to accurately point the camera at your subject when you want to place the camera on the ground or on a raised surface will open up your creative possibilities hugely and can allow you to greatly improve image quality if the light is starting to drop. They're also brilliant for positioning flash guns and other accessories out in the field. Now if you're shooting video, then your tripod will likely need one key function above all others, and that is a levelling centre column or a levelling platform of some kind. Because video is a horizontal format, contrary to what you might be led to believe looking through social media, video heads have smooth, fluid movements for up and down and for panning, but they very rarely tend to have any kind of horizontal tilt adjustment. Levelling columns, such as that found in the Benro A2573F that we've got here, allow for very quick setup on arrival at the destination, as the legs can be roughly levelled and the fine adjustment is completed using the half ball and the spirit level within the head, meaning you can shoot straight away. Of course, for very light travel or a low budget, you can lose 2 legs altogether and pick a monopod such as this inexpensive Velbon RUP L43. Just taking away one axis of movement and alleviating the weight strain on your upper body can make a huge improvement to image quality, particularly in situations where you're out walking, travelling some distance or carrying the lens for a while, or you're prohibited from setting up a tripod but you can quickly drop your monopod down, pop it on the camera and rattle off a few shots. Just be careful when you're using wide-angle lenses on a monopod. Ensure if possible to have some kind of tilt adjustment, as you have with this included ball head, to get you the range of movement you often need to correctly frame your subject.
I hope you found that useful, and if you have any questions, put them in the comment section below.
For more tips and advice, head on over to wexphotographic.com. Now we're actually running a competition at the moment to win one of the models featured in this video. All you need to do is answer one simple question. What is the name of the gimbal head I demonstrated today? Please check the description below for details on how to enter.